Now we know that angle of incidence is the angle between the incident ray and the normal. Angle of reflection is the angle between the reflected ray and the normal. We call this as I and R respectively. But do you know that there is another angle which we call as G? This G is actually glancing angle. It is the angle between the incident ray and the plane of the mirror. Okay. Now we know about angle of incidence, angle of reflection and glancing angle. Actually, this glancing angle plays an important role when we talk about the ray of electrons striking the crystal. This glancing angle is the angle formed by the incident ray on a plane surface and the surface itself. So, the ray of electrons striking the crystal is example of a glancing angle. But there is another very important angle which we call as angle of deviation. Now what is this angle of deviation means? Think that this is the plane of the mirror, okay, and this is the normal. This is the angle of incidence ray theta and the light bounces back which we call as reflected ray. And the angle of reflection is also theta because angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. Now here, if you extend this incident ray like this, the line which you are getting, you call it as deviated light ray. Okay. Now the angle between the reflected ray, see this is incident ray, this is reflected ray. The angle between the reflected ray and the deviated light ray, we call it as angle of deviation. This one, delta. This is angle of deviation. Now what is the value of this angle of deviation? Means it is angle, right? So the angle for a straight line is 180 degree, right? Minus, see, let me draw and show it to you. This is the normal, okay? And this is the mirror surface. So this is the reflected ray and this is the extended incident ray which we call as the deviated ray. Okay. Now, this angle is our delta, right? But what about this entire angle? Angle for a straight line. Angle for a straight line will be equal to 180 degree, right? This angle is angle of reflection theta, right? What about this angle? This is angle of incidence theta, right? Because we have extended it like this, angle between the normal and the incident ray will be theta only, right? So now my angle of deviation should be equal to entire of the angle of the straight line minus 2 thetas, right? Correct, right? So angle of deviation will be equal to 180 minus the incident angle 1 theta and the reflected angle another theta. Angle of incidence and angle of reflection, if they both are same, then what will be our angle of deviation? It will be 180 minus 2 times theta, right? So this angle of deviation is equal to 180 minus 2 theta. So you have to remember this formula because they can ask as a multiple choice question, as a direct formula or as a problem. And we can expect this type of questions in HSTR and CRISE as well. In TET, in case they want to go to next level as per the new syllabus, they may ask some concept related to angle of deviation. Okay. Thank you. All the best. Bye.